Today is a very special day for me and for the mPower community. Recently, I announced my retirement from MBA and from this industry that I've loved over the past 40 years. Many of you may be saying, what's next? I'm here to talk about that with our newly promoted Senior Vice President of Membership Meetings and mPower, Laura Hopkins. Thank you for being here, Laura, and congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I can't even express that.
Well, you and I know you're going to ask me questions, but one thing I want the community to know is what I told many people here at MBA. 3 years ago, when Scott was diagnosed with cancer and his first treatment failed, I picked up the phone and I called you and I asked you if I needed to leave because of my husband's illness, which would be earlier than I was planning to retire, would you step in and step up? And you said, absolutely. And so for the last 3 years, we've been working towards that goal. So many people have already seen you on the mPower stage and at all of our events, but I really appreciate you standing by my side and working through this transition plan.
Wow, it wasn't hard. It's my pleasure, my pleasure.
Well, the floor is yours.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you know, I'd like to reflect on your past career, your vision for mPower, and your decision to retire. So just as you approach this new chapter, how are you feeling?
I am so excited. When making the decision is hard, but once you've made it, it gave me so much joy. It gave me joy to announce it, to know that there was a plan in place where MBA will continue to thrive as they have new people stepping up to take on some of the functions that I've been managing. And it was hard because of mPower. mPower brought me so much joy in my job. And that's not that other things don't bring me joy in my job, but it was such a spark that over the last 10 years has really filled my cup. And so that's hard to step away from, but I've made no bones about it. I'm 66 years old, and it's time to make room for others. You know, let's lift others up and make more room at the table.
Definitely a reflection of your role in mPower. I know that this was not an easy decision for you. Was there a moment, just a time where you knew it was the right time to retire? Yes.
This January, when I was working through my schedule and I was trying to plan something, and there were a lot of conferences, as you know, MBA has them, and I attend a lot of them. And the administration had changed and our policy priorities were heating up, and I was working on some programming things for mPower. And I realized that I had been doing it for 10 years, and I've been at MBA for over 14 years. And it was really time to move functions to people who wanted opportunity, who would have the spark. For me, I felt like I had done my work and my MBA is in a good place and mPower is in a good place, and why not leave everything when it's in such a good place so I can go and live this other chapter of my life. My husband's retired, my sister's retired, many of my good friends are retired. They're all boating and having fun over the summer, and you know, I'm still commuting into DC, so there was a little peer pressure that way, but it just felt right, and I think because I'm so happy, it is the right time for me.
Yeah, go out on a high.
Go out on a high.
A big high, and you have dedicated over 40 years to this industry. You've made a huge impact on MBA and the industry, so when you look back at everything you've accomplished at MBA and with mPower, what are you most proud of?
A few things. One, when I walked in the doors of MBA, I walked in with Dave Stevens, and it was a time where MBA was really struggling. And it was, you know, shortly after the housing crisis, and the association itself was struggling. And Dave and I worked really hard side by side for 7 years, and the organization grew stronger, and we're in a great financial position, and we have such great talent here at MBA. So when Dave left, he asked me how long I planned to stay after he was leaving the association. And I said, I wasn't sure because I still wanted more runway. I didn't feel like my work here was done. And I appreciate what happened in those last 10 years as well with mPower. I mean, it started out as an idea. I just wanted women to know other women and be able to sit next to somebody at, a conference, or have somebody to go out and grab coffee with, or have a drink, have dinner. And the women in this industry are so kind and so supportive that they started doing business together. And the reason mPower is the movement that it is because of the women, not because of me. I just gave the platform for women to come together and support each other, and that has been probably one of the best things about being here at MBA.
What do you see as your most challenging time here?
The most challenging time was those first probably 18 months we were here, and we were trying to make a huge change and, for lack of a better way of saying it, turn the battleship around. And there were some pretty challenging days, but they were short-lived, because after the first year, 18 months, we were able to start putting money in reserves again and hire the people that we needed to hire to move us to the level that MBA is now, and we're the most respected mortgage finance trade association in this Washington, D.C. space. Our share of voice, meaning MBA, when we're in the media, we're 92% of the voice, and that's measuring all of the others. So MBA is a force to be reckoned with, and it makes me very proud that I've been on that journey with this organization for the last 14 years.
Yeah. And you had this idea that became a reality, that's now a movement. So as you step forward, what are your top 3 priorities that you see for mPower?
So the first one, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this in my speech, so I hope everybody comes to Empowering You on October 18th in Las Vegas. But for a lot of reasons, I'm going to call it the bro culture is back. And so I think women really need to stick together. We need to amplify each other's voices and our successes. We can't change what's happening, whether it's in the political world or in any given organization's culture, but we can support each other. And we can take the things that we've been talking about over these last 10 years and help one another through some challenging times. There are a lot of articles out there about women's advancement has stalled. And so knowing that we have these headwinds, it's so important to come together. And one of the goals I would hope that mPower would continue is really get speakers that address the need. And I have always thought that mPower not only brings up a topic, but we attempt to address it and navigate through it. And so those are some of the goals.
Are there any messages you want to leave to the community, to the mPower community?
Support you as much as they've supported me. I know you'll have your team here at MBA, Elaine and Dawn and Jamaica and all the people that work with us to make these events successful. But we need the women in our industry to support you as much as they've supported me, and I know they will. They know you. They've worked alongside of you, and I just think the best is yet to come.
Well, you said in the beginning here that it's not you, it's the women, but it is you. And you have really impacted the industry, the women in this industry, and I want to thank you for your leadership, your dedication, and the legacy that you've left us all.
Well, thank you. I look forward to sharing the stage with you in October.
Thank you. I'm very excited. Big shoes to fill.